magic to progress and success in life. Give this back what you gave to world. It's a man who believes in himself to create wealth. Keep working and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make you take and I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odmegojuku. I can't also forget General Philip F. Young. Welcome down. Come to the men on the ground. No, could be way. I enough call. Airborne. And the government in homeland. A special recognition to every day supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish in your different endeavors. This says Mazinandigano, oh Amadike, one of Biafra. The Prime Minister, LAND.WE, Kukerezi Mukelekio, Wokoma, Ogechukama, Ogechukana, Ogechukama, Onyamana Gidi Babulo. Ogechukama, Welu Tichuka Sebele, Ogechukama, Ogechukama, Mama Biko Yobolisa, Ogechukama, Ogechukana Yono, Ogechukama, Ukanyina Yona Yasi, Ogechukama. We will Chetabanaluba 1 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. No. Onya Uruchi user. No. Just. Don't give up. It's so close. It's so close. Ogechukama. Never you give up. No. Ogechukama. Believe in your dreams, bro. Ogechukama. Never you no. Chukukama. Ogechukama. Never you down your faith, no. Ogechukama. Keep on fighting. Ogechukama. Ayabala Joro. Ogechukama. A big shout out to Mazio Ogechukere. I salute you, my dear, as a Simon Bar. Life is when you're patient. Shout out goes to the media team. They won. Life is a process. No matter how you go it. Masi Ogechukere, Omale Chawoke, Biafra Republic Government and Exam Finance Minister is humbly campaigning for financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafra divorces, and declaration-related activity. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively more than ever, especially in this critical time. lovely great dear friends together and support one Master Simon Eba, who is carelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Masio Kechukunkiri. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah. Okay, yo. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukaina, yo, no. Okay, Chukukama. Onyamana gidi bakulo. Okay, Chukukama. When did you say Bele? Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukunkere Kelunu. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukaina, yo, no. Okay, Chukukama. Chukukaina, yo, na, Chukukama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. Who believes in himself to do well? So keep working hard in what you believe in. Life is so easy. Sigh. Make it take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great THEM Odumegwu. I can't also forget General Daloso. Come check that one man on the ground. Woman could be good. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from tonight. May Elohim continue to flourish you in your different endeavors. This is Mazinam de Gano. Okay. One Biafra. The Prime Minister Obatobie Ogakeresimu Kelekio Mama Okechio Okechukama Okechubukaina no Okechukama Onyamana Gidigi Okechukama Welun Tibele Okechukama Mama biko your bones. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukaina yono. Okay, Chama. Okay, Chukukana. Okay, Chukukama. Ayole, ayiga kolole garole nu. Ubole, keta kwenda ndubo fuo. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. You know. Neburuchi use no. Don't give up when it's so close. It's so close. Okay, Chukukama. Believe in his brother. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukama. Never you down bed. No. Okay, Chukukama. Keep your head up. Okay, Chukukama. I am Kama. My dear, Master Simon Iba. Be sweet when you patient. Greatest shout out goes to the media team, the talents. They won.
I did not jump in. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house just to kill me. Kill me. And the Igbo man did not jump in. Your Nigerian army just to see me there. The defender did not jump in, did not jump in. Animal witness in court to testify. Oh, your God, Lord, he did not jump in. Igbo man does not run. Igbo man does not jump your baby. Your own God, man, said that he didn't know. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of the United Nations. Rendition from Kenya. Your own God, man, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without real freedom. Biafra, freedom, Igbo nation. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum. Son, my Lord, there is God, oh yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. Jump They came to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito gets there. Lekito gets there. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I defender. Self-defender. Did not jump in. I did not jump in. Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump. They came to
Biafrans. Good morning, Biafrans. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I came a bit late. I have Thank you so much for joining me. I see you, Wisdom. I see you, Daughter of God. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate others, all our leaders past. Appreciate all of them. Appreciate our eternal leaders, Adumego Ojukwu, Philip Effiong. I salute our present leaders who are in various detention facilities. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekwanjoku. I appreciate our Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. Appreciate our Inform Minister, Sonny Akwarawa. Appreciate every one of you that joined me this morning and everyone that is supporting our freedom. Thank you so much. Today is the 19th day of November 2025. Tomorrow, our leaders' case will come to an end by God's special grace. We expect them to do the needful. If anything that happens, Biafra is here. Biafra have come to stay. Anything that happens, Biafra has come to stay. So nobody can now hold us hostage and say that, oh, Biafra this, Biafra time. Have you noticed, Biafrans, that everybody is now free to talk about Biafra? Everybody is free to talk about Biafra now. Even Nans can stay in Abuja, in Lagos, anywhere and say, pronounce Biafra and nothing will happen. Because this is Biafran time. Because this is the time for Biafran people to exit Nigeria. That is why Imano Okwa Ruoge Oda Oda, just like pregnancy, when it gets to the time for the woman to deliver, nothing is going to stop it. Nothing is going to stop the delivery when the appointed time comes. This is the time for Biafra to be free out of Nigeria. That is why everywhere is Biafranized. Everyone is talking about Biafra. The world is talking about Biafra. America is talking about Biafra. Nigerian government is talking Biafra. They are afraid, jittery, because the time's ordained project to be accomplished is now. The devil, remember, when the sons of God came together to praise God, the devil himself and his agent will also gather to disrupt that blessing that will be given to God. So this is what you see playing out now. The time for Biafra to manifest is now. That is why nobody is going to hold Biafra down. That is why everything that you see happening now, it is ordained, it is destined that this time, it is our time to shine. It is our time to flourish. It is our time to rejoice. Okike have remained. There is nothing anybody can do to stop that. Absolutely nothing, because this is the time that Okike have destined that we shall be free as a people. Very, 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 very important. So while you are allow the enemies to continue to deceive themselves. Allow the enemies to continue to lament, to try their luck once again. They are not going to succeed, because Biafran time is now. The prophecy of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is coming to pass. America is speaking about Biafra. The world is speaking about Biafra. Even the enemies can no longer hide it. That which they cannot pronounce before, that which they were afraid to even talk about, and now say, have seen Biafra on the horizon. They have seen that this is the time for Umuchukwu Okike to go home. This is the time for we to go home to our God-given land. There is nothing anybody can do. So, my wonderful people and lovers of freedom, I welcome you this morning. I want to let you to understand it is very, very unfortunate that in 1914, Nigeria, the British, put together three different nations in one place. In 1914, British put together three different nations, put them together in one place to stay together, to see if they can build economy together. To see if they can thrive together, to see if they can develop together. The experiment did not work. The experiment did not work because these people were not meant to be together. But nobody knows, nobody knew. If British hadn't done that, maybe these people would have thought someday if they can come together. Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know. But these people saw that they could not live together. They don't speak the same language. They don't worship the same God. They don't have the same culture. They don't even have food. They discovered this, yet the British put them together. And when they put them together, they told them, in 100 years' time, if you feel, if you think that this union is unworkable, if you feel that this union cannot work, cannot continue, after 100 years, you can come to the negotiating table and decide if you want to still remain, and decide if you want to remain as one. Decide if you want to remain as one after 100 years. That is what British them. Then these people continue to struggle. The Yorubas, the Arewas, the Biafrans, they continue to see how they can live together. They patch their differences and be able to, come out with a solution. For years and years and years, for 100 years, these people never stayed together. They never stayed without misunderstanding, without quarrel, without harassment, intimidations, without accusations and counter accusations against one another. It demonstrated that these people were not one, and they can never be one. Why the Fulanese were given the upper hand to be in charge of this union, the Yorubas were seconded to them, whereas the Biafrans were, the third citizens of Nigeria. The misunderstanding continued, the disagreement continued, the killings continued, the pogrom continued against the Biafran people because of our differences in religion, in culture, in food, in everything. Then in 1960, our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, said that enough is enough, that he cannot condone the intimidation of his people, that this union is no longer unworkable. When the need arises, they went to Ghana, Aburi, and had an accord and decided, okay, now that we cannot coexist, let us live regionally. Control your region, I control my region, while we contribute to the center. Everything was agreed upon. Gowon, who was then the head of state of Nigeria, agreed while in Aburi, in Ghana. But when they came back, Gowon now disagreed on the principles that them agreed upon in the first place. And our eternal leader said he cannot be comfortable with this decision of Gowon because his people are still dying. The Biafran people are still dying. And he said, instead of my people to die at the consequences of one Nigeria, it is better my people separate from this union that has not been working so that we can develop our place, so that we can protect our women and children. And hell was let loose for that singular decision. And I want to ask you, do you think that between 1967 to 1970 was Biafran's time to exit Nigeria? Do you think that if Chukwu Okike actually wanted us to exit Nigeria in 1967 to 1970, wouldn't we have exited Nigeria without the world not recognizing us? Would people have died? Was there a lesson that to be learned from that 1967 to 1970 war that happened, where a lot, over 3.5 million Biafrans lost their lives? A lesson to be learned? Is there something that the Biafran people did, our ancestors then? Was there anything that they did that angered God? Tokike said, okay, since you people decided to embrace an unknown God, then you people are going to pass through this for a certain period of time until my anger turns down. Don't you think? I'm just asking a question as a questionnaire. I'm just asking a question. Don't you think that something must surely be behind why Biafra exit was not possible between 1967 to 70? After that first union, don't you think? Because Chukwu Okike Abiama is the creator of the whole universe. He knows everything. The four elements that Chukwu Okike Abiama used in creating this world are embedded in our culture, in our tradition, in everything we do. We have a K-market days. We have Orie. We have Akwa, Afo. We have Nkwa. We have the sun. Ihe Shuwa. We have the God of the sun. We have the sun here. Anyanwu Ụtụtụ. A day cannot break without Anyanwu Ụtụtụ. We have ikuku ama n'ọnya. Ikuku bụ ndụ nke anyị na-eku, ume nke anyị na-eku. We have mmiri enwe iro. Aṅụrụ aṅụrụ ndụ. Ọ na-asachapụ ihe ọjọọ. That is The four elements that Chukwuokike used in creating this world, we have Ajana, the earth, the mother earth. All these things were visible between 1967 to 1970, but they did not bear witness to the coming of Biafra at that particular time. What happened? Was there anything that we did or our ancestors did against God, against Okike, against these four elements of life? Why did Mazin Nandi Kano talk about the atonement? Atonement for the sins that our great-grandfathers committed. Was it the reason why Biafra time was not between 1967 to 1970? Even while America was neutral, it was considering recognizing Biafra, but was not so vocal to come out at that particular time to pronounce or to show support for Biafra. Nixon couldn't do that. The world saw the atrocity of the Nigerian state against the Biafran people. The Russians fought against, or the Egyptians fought against. Every race that hated Biafra fought against Biafra. Britain, Nigeria, every one of them. But they could never defeat the land of God itself. 3 good years, we fought, we defended our land, we protected our women until 1970 or 1967, 1969 to 70, when Biafra now accepted to lay down their arms and embrace a kind of concession, an agreement on Nigeria. There was no victor, there was no vanquished. Why our eternal leader used every resources within him, within his disposal, to make sure that Biafra was restored at that particular time. There were people that were sabotaging that effort by our eternal leader. Why didn't it come? Why didn't Biafra happen at that day, at that time, at that years? It was not Biafra time. Chukwuokike never destined Biafra to come at that time. Chukwuokike was sending a very strong message to the world and to the oppressors of Biafra. Chukwuokike was giving a very strong message to the world about Biafra. Even as we were, the whole world fought against us, but we were never subdued. We were never defeated. We were never conquered. Even as Nigeria took everything that belongs to us in 1970, yet we came out strong. Even as 3.5 million Biafrans were killed through starvation, through bombardment, through all manner of ways, still today, we are the highest in the population, indigenous population in that part of the world, in Africa. I must have to be frank with you. Even as the policy of an annihilation of destruction were implemented up to today against us, we still remain very strong and vocal everywhere, speaking, doing the things that we know how to do best, because Okike, the creator of heaven and earth, Chukwuokike, was with us, but then never destined that we were going to be free at that particular time. Remember, the teaching about why and who we were, why we have to go back to what we were before 1914 will be made when our Nandi Kano is out and Biafra is restored. Then the history, the story behind Biafra, behind you, including the sabos that are sabotaging. Those stories will be unraveled for mankind to understand that we are a special race, a special breed of humans. We were Ndigbo, the first set that inhabited. Yes, but this time around, this is Biafran time that we have come now. And because it is Biafran time, the world is now Biafranized. America is talking Biafra. Australia, Biafra. The world is talking Biafra, including the oppressors are talking Biafra. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, lovers of freedom, this is the time for you to come on board and be part of this history that is about to be made, because this is our time to shine. It is our time for the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiama to come down on this planet Earth. So I want to let you to understand that the attempt by the eastern region of Nigeria, Biafra, to succeed, to exit Nigeria and form independent Republic, it lasted from 30th of May 1967 to 15th of January 1970. You see, despite the strong momentum, despite the fierce resistance, despite the international sympathy that we had in some countries and some quarters, Biafra ultimately failed. We were unable to achieve our lasting independence, despite the fierce resistance that we put, despite some support from other quarters, despite the commitment of the Biafran soldiers, despite the doggedness of the generals, despite the Biafran people willingness to exit Nigeria, we failed to achieve that lasting independence. There are some reasons that led to this. There are some reasons that made it imperative that Biafra wouldn't have been a free nation between 1967 to 1970, because there was not enough time for us to be permanently free as a people. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that today, as we are speaking, this is the time for Biafra to be free. This is the time for that freedom that eluded us between 1967 to 1970. The freedom is here once again. Everywhere is now Biafranized. So you have to come on board and be part of this history, the history that we are making in this 21st century. Be part of it. Your children appreciate you being part of it. The generation that will come after us will appreciate you. They will appreciate me for being part of this. My children, when I'm not here, my grandchildren, my generation, and the generation that will come after me, my lineage, they will appreciate that me, David Nana, was part and parcel to join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to join Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku, to join His Excellency APM Ogechukwu Nkere, to join my information minister, to join the most articulate ministers, no, to join MID Briggs, to join Sister Nkiru, to join Merite Camp, to join Tutors, to join Rejan Fury, to join Biafra Free Energy Tech, to join Nero, to join Stella, to join Eunice, to join each and every one of you, Betty, to join Totiville, Okay? To join Emeka Oragu, to join every member of the Biafra media platform. My children, my generation will be very much happy. They are going to read about me. That even the little I contributed added to the freedom that they will enjoy when we are long gone. My generation will be happy that my name be mentioned. I am going to make sure that my name is mentioned at this time that Biafra is here. So what will you be remembered? Is your name going to be among? Do you want your name to be among? Do you want your name to be added? Do you want when your children, when they read in schools about the fight for freedom, they are going to mention your name as part of those who contributed for Biafra to be restored? Because one thing that we do when Biafra is restored is that we are going to go into deep, bring out every contribution that people made in relation to their freedom, whether during the time of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to this present generation. It doesn't matter those who sabotage, but if you made contributions and you later sabotage, it will be recorded for you. It will be recorded for you. In essence, what I'm trying to let you understand is that this is the time that Biafra will come. You have to now come on board and join the freedom for your race, your children, your women, your generation, your family, your community, your state, your region, your nation. You read about Nelson Mandela, right? You always read about the right. Not only them, there are people when you go to India, when you go to South Africa, people that are known that liberated that land are always in the archives. Thousands and thousands of them. Biafra will not be an exception. We are going to make a very big monument for everyone that contributed for our freedom. So my brother, my sister, my wonderful people, join us as we continue to push that the American government recognizes Biafra. Because once that is done, our job is done. Our children will remain the happy generation that the world will know. 24. And very, very important. So I want you to know that in everything, God's time is the best. And this is the time that Okike have destined that we will be free.
Jumping.
It's for Inu. Oh, who do you saw? Don't give up when it is so close. Forget you, Pukama. Never you give up, no, no, no. Forget you, Pukama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Forget you, Pukama. No, 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 no. Forget you, Pukama. Forget you, Pukama. Forget you, Pukama. Never you down your faith, no, no. Forget you, Pukama. Keep your head, keep on fighting, Pukama. Forget you, Pukama. A big shout of Mazio, get you. I see you, yeah. Life is patient. greatest shout out goes to the media talent. They wanna.
I did not jump in. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house to kill me, to kill me.
He not jumping.
Tell the Igbo man the number. Your whole Nigerian army just to see me there. You said a defendant did not jump in. Defendant did not. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your uncle, my lord.
Hey, my goodness me. Please, if you want to join us on the studio, you are free to join us on the studio. And I want to respond to some misguided Biafrans, if I told you they are Biafrans. Somebody was asking a question. He said, why are Igbo people asking for recognition of Biafra from the States of America, who do not abide by international law? Ask for recognition via the United Nations like Palestine is doing. Stop elevating the US to goodhood status when they don't deserve any such accolade. Look at your own wretched history of abuse of black people. You see, whenever a Fulani man reasons, you reason like a fool. Who is the leader of the free world? Who made up of the United Nations? Who are the United Nations you are talking about? Who is the United Nations? If anything that America does not give credibility does not stand. If you take, for instance, the recognition of Israel, Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Who did it? It was America. Once America made that pronouncement, the whole world will follow. Let me tell you, America is the leader of the free world. Okay? There is no United Nations without America. America is the United Nations that you are talking about. If you don't know. So if you don't know history, go and research about history. Okay? If America recognizes a nation, that nation is recognized by every other nations. America leads and others follow. So don't talk about United Nations. Who are the United Nations? Is United Nations not an organization put together? Who are of the United Nations? So what you don't know, just keep your mouth shut and be educated. Go and research and know what is the position of America in the world today. America is the leader of the free world. What America recognizes, the whole other nations will do that. So the Biafran government, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that America is going to play a pivotal role in the emergence of Biafra. Our prime minister came back and echoed same. And today you can see that major role that America is playing in Biafran recognition, in Biafran restoration. You can see it. Our lobbies in America have been able to bring Biafran closer to the American government. And that is why America is now holding Nigeria accountable. Once America stepped their foot in Nigeria, Biafra has been restored, if you don't know. Once America opens, once it is pronounced, the other nations have no option other than to accept that which was made by America. So my friend or my brother, or whoever you are, go and make a research and know about American position in the United Nations, and know those who are making United Nations what it is today. United Nations, even if they recognize Palestine, if America have not endorsed that, it is not going to happen. You don't know? So educate yourself. Okay, so Biafrans, if you want to speak, you can join me on the studio and make your contribution. But one thing I want you to understand, that this time it is Biafran time. What we are seeking is only American recognition. Do you know that as we speak, about 4 countries or 5 still recognize Biafra till today's African countries, even with their recognition? Do you know Biafra? Do you know Biafra? Do you know that even Burkina Faso and some other countries are still recognized Biafra till tomorrow? But has the Biafran been recognized by the world? The answer is no. So once America append their signature on the recognition of Biafra, it is all over. That is all that we need. So we know you are not more intelligent than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neither are you more intelligent than Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, or are you more intelligent than the Biafran Republic government in exile. So you are not more intelligent than them. So when all these people speak, they speak with reasoning, an understanding of geopolitics, world politics. Okay, so you should know that. So stop writing nonsense when you don't understand. Please join me on the studio if you want to make your contribution. One thing I want you to know is that this is Biafran time. Everybody should come on board and support Biafran freedom. Very important.
Jump. Igbo man, hold on. Does man not jump your bail? Your own gun man said that he did not. My lord. I don't know why my case be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of the nation.
Extradition from Kenya.
Your own call, my lord, already is. The only thing that can bring you back is the
Igbo nation.
this life is meaningless without real freedom.
Biafra.
African man,
Freedom. Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising Nigeria. Fight peacefully.
Let them go.
Referendum. Now is African man. Freedom. Oh, Nigeria, own call ruling, my lord. Your own call, my lord, I did not fail. Igbo man does not run. Real man on bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord? Why put an innocent man, my lord? There is God, oh yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. It all gets style. Nigerian out to kill me, to see me dead. Oh, I saw it. Fender.
I did not jump in.
I did not jump in.
Stand tall and stand
To defend my Syria, obey your own God order. I did not jump in. I did not jump your bed. I did not jump your bed.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't know I was muted. So this is Gunter. This is Gunter. Gunter sent out this tweet. He said, I call Austria to recognize Biafra Republic. He tagged the Austrian representative, foreign affairs representative. He also tagged American State Michael Rubio, Secretary of State. He also tagged Kaja Kallas, European Union, United Nations representatives, or yes, European Union. I think it's European Union representative. He tagged all of them. He wants them to understand that this is the time for them to recognize Biafra nation. They failed to do it between 1970. They failed to recognize Biafra during the pogrom against us. But this time around, it is Biafran time. They should come and recognize Biafra. They should come and recognize Biafra. Yesterday, Nicki Minaj spoke at the United Nations, calling out the Nigerian government against the genocide that they are committing against Nigerians by Biafrans, because we are predominantly Christians and we have the highest number of Christians in Nigeria. So when you see people being killed, Christians, most of them are Biafrans that are staying in the north. So this is Biafran time. What are your support for your freedom? What are your support for the freedom of Biafra? I want you to tell us your support for the freedom of Biafra. Very, very, very important. Okay? Very, very important you tell us your support for Biafra. We'll continue.
There is nobody's watching. I did not jump it. Yeah, I did not jump it. They came to house to kill me, to kill like Lego. Like it takes time.
Make it all get tight. Make it all get
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
oh, I say,
Beside
I
of Christians in Nigeria. The U.S. Ambassador to the Sean Nelson, and I'm Senior Counsel for Global Religious Freedom with ADF International. I'm here in the city at the United Nations. Today, a very important event is taking place. The U.S. government is going to be speaking out directly about the matter of persecution of Christians in Nigeria. The U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Wall, he's going to be hosting an event today. We're fortunate enough, I'm grateful to be able to speak at it with President Trump for making this an international issue that everybody in the world should know how severe the persecution of Christians in Nigeria is. We're grateful for Nicki Minaj, the rap superstar, that she's going to be joining the U.S. along with many other advocates and eyewitnesses through the persecution. So I hope you will join us and tune later on this afternoon to watch this important event. Thank you.
You've seen that. Everywhere is talking about Christian persecution. Just take it to be Biafra. Everywhere is now heated up with the information that the Biafran Republic government in Ezra have been providing American congressmen and women. That is why everybody is talking about Nigeria. But all this has been happening for a long time, even before now. We have not had this kind of we have not heard about this kind of outrage against Nigeria. Why? Because this is the time that Okike have destined that Biafra must be restored. So everybody is speaking. Everybody is now speaking. So it is Biafran time. You people should understand that this is Biafran time.
I did man did not jump it. The whole Nigerian army to see me there. Oh, oh. The uncle said a defendant jump. I need more to testify in Abuja. Ruling my love, he did not jump. Igbo man does not jump your bail. Your own God, my love, said that he did not jump bail. My Lord, I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria. Constitution of the United Nations.
Extradition from Kenya.
Your own God, my Lord. I am dead already. Yes. Dead already. The only thing that can bring me back, Biafra.
Nation.
This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra.
African man.
Freedom, Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria. Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum.
Let them go.
Referendum. Now is African man. Freedom. Oh, oh, Nigeria, ruling my Lord. My Lord. Your own God, my Lord. I did not jump bail. Igbo man, run. Real man, no jump bail. Why don't prosecute? The whole world is watching. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. Jump in. Jump in. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Let it all get style. Let it all get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. Defender.
Self-defender. Did not jump in.
I did not jump. Jump in.
Stand tall and firm.
To defend self, Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bed. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bed. I did not jump your bed. Yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump. Yeah, I did not jump. They came to my house, kill me, to take Lagos. Like it all gets started.
Make it all get started. Make it all get started.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead.
Oh, I saw it.
Beside
I saw it.
the defender, self-defender.
Did not jump in.
I did not jump. So I fell to defend myself. I did it, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bed. They came to kill. Rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Mom, he did not jump though. He did not.
Did not jump your bed.
I did not jump it. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it. They came to my house just to kill me. And the Igbo man did not jump it. Your own Nigerian army just to see me dead. Defender did not jump in. Defender did not jump in. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own God with my Lord. He did not jump in. Igbo man does not run. Igbo man does not jump your bail. Your own God, man, that he did not jump bail. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of the United Nations.
Expedition from Kenya. Oh.
Your own God, my Lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. bring me Biafra.
Igbo nation.
This life is meaningless without real freedom.
Biafra.
Africa.
Freedom. Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum.
Let them go.
Referendum. Now is African man. Freedom. Oh, Nigeria, own call ruling, my lord. My lord. Your own call, my lord. I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Real man don't jump bail. Why thou prosecute, my lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my lord? There is God. Oh, there is a God. The whole world is watching. Did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. Jump in. Jump in. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito get style, Lekito get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, oh, I saw it.
I saw you said,
Defender,
self-defender. Did not jump in.
I did not jump in.
Stand tall and stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own.
All right, power is here, and we all know the reason why we are here today. We are here for our freedom because it's our right. And today is our first congressional briefing, and we have our special guest. We Biafrans are familiar with who he is someone who advocates for freedom, human rights, and also religious rights. We have our special guest, Marco Ruby, and Ruby is Senior Fellow at Enterprise Institute. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you very much, Mr. Acting Prime Minister. I don't need, first of all, to see Biafra represented so well in Washington, D.C. Unlike in Nigeria, and unlike in Finland, we're not going to arrest dissidents. I'm a historian by training, and especially with this audience, we don't need to tell you that Biafra may have declared its independence, but it is a long history. And if we count the maps that European merchants, geographers, and other travelers made dating back to the 17th, then Biafra is actually older than the United States of America. We're not talking about a so-called secession. We're talking about decolonization. And when we look at Africa today, we must recognize that the problem of colonialism is no longer based in London and in Paris. It's based in places like Abuja and Lagos. The fact of the matter is, and for that matter, Yaoundé as well, the fact of the matter is that we're witnessing a second wave of decolonization in Africa right now. Biafra, Amazonia, Somaliland are at the front line of a struggle for freedom, religious freedom as well as simply personal, economic freedom, political freedom. The fact of the matter is, though, when we talk about that frontline realism, Biafra, and Somaliland, we're also talking about a response to genocide. The fact of the matter is, when we look at modern history of Biafra and we see some of the key figures represented on this podium, and it's so appropriate that we're sitting here in a room dedicated to Veterans Affairs to honor the veterans of the Biafra struggle. The fact of the matter is that they did not start the struggle for Biafran rights. Nigeria did. Nigeria has agency. They have decision. No one forced Nigeria to undertake the pogroms of 1996. That was a decision that was made in Lagos. And what we have seen, the struggle for freedom in Africa, is a natural response to the repression, which is now more than 60 years old inside Nigeria, and especially with regard to Biafra. Now, we can talk about genocide, and unfortunately, what has occurred in Biafra from in the late 1960s and so forth isn't the only case of genocide that the 20th century. But what makes the history and the recognition of the Biafran genocide so important is this. When the Jews suffered the Holocaust, shortly afterwards, acknowledged the Holocaust. The ideology that led to Nazism became stigmatized. Yes, there are still Nazis today, but it is an ideology which is outside the realm of acceptable belief. The genocide denial isn't simply a denial of fact, a denial of history. But when you don't acknowledge the genocide, then what you're actually doing is throwing a life raft to the ideology upon which that genocide occurred. So when you have someone like the late Muhammad Buhari, whose hands were covered in blood from the events of the Biafra genocide, rise to the presidency of Nigeria without anyone acknowledging his role, simply perpetrates and legitimizes that genocide. Now, when it comes to genocide denial, I also have this to say. When people debate foreign policy in the United States, one of the progressive slogans that we hear time and time again is no blood for oil. Well, I have a message for Alexander Stubb. No genocide for oil. Finland, a disgrace, stood as kowtow to Turkey at the expense of the Kurds, at the expense of other dissidents, for the sake of getting Turkey to lift its de facto veto for Finland's NATO membership. Now he's kowtowing to Nigeria by arresting Simon Ekpa for the sole reason of advocating against genocide and of providing, frankly, at this point, the only reasonable way forward, given the actions of the Nigerian state. Now, we can't engage in winning, and unfortunately that has been the problem in the United States. I would argue that Europe is more engaged in cynicism where they simply want Nigeria's oil. And let's be frank, it's not Nigeria's oil. It's Biafra's oil. The Delta region and so forth. The fact of the matter is they feel it's easier to have a ship with a dictator, and they're going to look the other way. Never let the Europeans pretend that they stand as a representative of human rights when they act in such a cynical, racist, and way that is to life, justice, freedom, political rights. The fact of the matter is, the Europeans need to be called out each and every day for that. Finland, especially. Now, I would go so far as saying Finland doesn't deserve the plaudits that so many people, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, tend to ascribe to Scandinavian powers. I would argue that behind the scenes by monitoring,
good morning.
by allowing,
Thank you for joining us.
using this mantle which had developed
Please,
over
want
decades
to make your
as a sector of human rights,
join us.
that Finland has become one of the cynical promoters of human rights abuses on par with Russia, with China, and with others. The only difference is Russia and China are much more open about what they're doing. Finland thinks they can have it both ways. Now, when it comes to the United States, however, the United States isn't blameless. We operate, we have two problems. The first is the problem of the American.
Life is a process, no matter how you go about it. Mazi Gejukunkere, Omali, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Finance is humbly campaigning global Biafran financial support for the Land Convention, Land Defense Forces, and related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to more support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Minister Master Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to have freedom to us this year 2024. Freedom coming. Masio Ketchum. Every Biafran especially. Yeah. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukaina. No. Okay, Chukukama. Onyamana gidi okay, Chukama. When did the Chukuka Sebele? Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukere Nekelu. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukano. Okay, Chukukama. Okay, Chukukanyina Yona Yasi. Okay, Chukukama. There is no more progress and success in life. Life gives back. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Life is not easy.
Better, the more secure. I mean hardcore people who were born Biafrans and how these days are beginning to come out. I mean, genuine, hardcore, those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. Today we have to demonstrate that we are against our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we do it. Every promise we have ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more which we have advised not to tell you, we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some coordinators will no longer exist after a short while because of the role they played. They won't exist. The fewer we are, the better. The more secure our secret is. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back in. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean just a Biafran in our body t-shirt. I mean hardcore. People who we are born Biafrans. And can you see how interesting things have become? These days are beginning to come out. I mean, genuine core, those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. To have tried to demonstrate that we are against our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we do it. Every promise we have ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more coming which we have been advised not to tell you and we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some coordinators will no longer exist after a short while because of the role they played. They won't exist. The fewer we are, the better. The more secure our secret is. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean just a Biafra t-shirt. I mean hardcore. People who we are born Biafrans. And can you see how interesting things have become? These days are beginning to come out. I mean, genuine hardcore. Those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. Today we demonstrate that we are against our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we do it. Every promise we have ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more coming which we have been advised not to tell you and we cannot tell you. That our march is. Some coordinators will no longer exist after a short while because of the role they played. They won't exist. The fewer we are, the better. The more secure our secret is. And there is no coming back. There is no coming back in. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean Biafran in our body t-shirt in our body. I mean hardcore. People who we are born Biafrans. And can you see how interesting things have become? These days are beginning to come out. I mean, genuine, hardcore. Those that will never go back regardless of what is in front of them. Those that will serve their country without any conditions. Today we have tried to demonstrate that we are against our march. And then you will know how serious we are. You will understand that we say something and we do it. Every promise we have ever made, we have fulfilled it. There are many more coming, wise not to tell you and we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some God will no longer exist after a short while because of the role they played. They won't exist.
You are listening to Ohamadike. These statements were made back. These statements were made years back. But today, it is happening. It is happening. This is Biafran time. So I want you to listen very attentively. And if you want to join us on the studio, you are very much free.
The better.
Just join us.
The more secure our secret is. And
make your step.
There is no coming back. There is no coming back in. We need people who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I mean just a Biafran in our body t-shirt in our body. I mean
you mean hardcore.
People, every promise we have made, we have fulfilled. There are many more which we have been advised not to tell you, and we cannot tell you. But our march is relentless. Some coordinators
Our march is relentless.
will no longer exist after a short while
Nothing
because
is
of
going
the
to
road.
stop it. Because of your sabotage, most of you will not see Biafra.
They won't exist.
Most of
The
you will
fewer
not exist.
we are, the better, the more secure ours,
Exactly.
and there is no coming back.
That is why
There is no coming back
when
home.
most of you are
We
not
need people
joining,
who are hardcore Biafrans. I mean hardcore. I don't mean just a Biafran in our.
you see what I said? He said, the fewer that we are, the better. Because if multitudes comes, you are going to destroy a lot of things. So the fewer that we are, the better that we come. The fewer that we are, the better that we become. So our leader is letting you to understand that most of you will be irrelevant.
I mean hardcore people who are born beyond. Can you see how interesting things have become? These days they're beginning to come out. I mean,
Their lives on a daily basis for Biafra. And we keep the flag above sea level until Biafra is fully restored. He said, he said, he said. And thank you for your good works that you're doing. We salute our leaders that lived before us and those that are sacrificing on a daily basis behind us to see that we know the reason for Biafra and why we must continue to fight on. Sacrifices will not be in vain, no matter that are trying so much to sabotage your efforts. We will continue to uphold that very legacy that you all put in. Biafran people have sacrificed so much and they cannot back down at this very time. It doesn't matter the level of sabotage, the level of blackmail and impersonation, propaganda and slander, or whatever you call it, that will be coming out from this time. We have crossed the Rubicon of being carried away by sabotage. So I'm imploring many of you that you need to go and your armor of resistance. So worry less, Sonny. Yes. Bitch about yourself. I'll repeat what I said. Everybody need to go and get a shield, a uniform of resistance. And then you have to worry less about Sonny when it comes to sabotaging Biafra or running away in the face of travel. No. But what I would rather advise you all is that go and get more of resistance. Go and get your armor of resistance so that you can wear your resistance and be able to stand the test of time no matter where the bullet has come against you. And I will be seeing one idiot that is here on the comment section as I will just start this program. This idiot here is, how can division give you Biafra? You are the one that is divided. Valentine Chijioke, you're the one that is divided. A Biafran that has sacrificed so much for this Biafra can never be divided. A Biafran whose mother, whose father, whose brother has paid the ultimate price, who is in the bush of Biafra fighting to defend Biafra land, is not divided. Focus is focus on the ball. A Biafran who is behind bar as we speak now is divided. Is focused on Biafra because what took him or her there is because of Biafra. So it's not divided. A Biafran who understands that when your leader is kidnapped or imprisoned, that you don't need to sit down to wait for that. You'll have 10 years of imprisonment, 6 years of imprisonment, 2 years of imprisonment, 50 years of imprisonment, 5 years of imprisonment. Then you wait for him. You're waiting for that your leader until when that your leader comes out. Before that your leader will now come and tell you what inside prison, or you are going there to go and meet that your leader and ask him, what should I do? You are the one that is divided because you don't have functioning brain cells. In this, you are very not. There is none. Martin Andekano said that it's time we put our brains in gear to think of what to do because the next few days will be very critical. That the next few days, many things will happen. And it will be a time for you who was born for Biafra to be able to fit into the shoe and to use your brain and put your brain in gear to determine what to do in the absence of your leaders that have been kidnapped, in the absence of your leaders that have been imprisoned, in the absence of your leaders that have taught you for years, that have even laid the template out for you. So, as they are kidnapped or imprisoned, it is your responsibility to put your brain in gear. What have I learned from them for the past years? What template did they put on the ground? Did they inaugurate or unveil a template before they were kidnapped or were imprisoned? Were they or was there or did we unveil an army that will fight for the liberation of of Biafra land after the next phase, was there or is there a lobbying firm which we contracted to carry out the mission of Biafra should anything happens to any of our leaders? You don't know that the reason why our PM contracted or unveiled a lawyer for us attorney is for us to be able to go in a streamline form and educated of what to do in his presence or in his absence, so that if anything, the next line know what to follow, what to do, where to go, how to go about it, who to talk to, who to engage, how to do it, and what to do, so that everybody's talked in one. So if you, after your leader was imprisoned and kidnapped, you give yourself this ideology that you are divided, it means you are, it means you don't know the template of what, it means you are following people blindly and foolishly. You don't know your left from the right. You don't know that if Sonny is taken away today, if Okenkere is taken away today, you have to look for another person that is in the next line. Give that person the maximum for us to know what is happening in Washington, D.C. You must first check where was our template in Washington, D.C. Where did we go to? What level? Last year, which senator and which person did we have meetings in Washington, D.C.? What level have we gone to before we kidnapped? So you have to go and continue from there. You have to go and start meeting senators and those lawmakers in America and tell them, leaders had met you before. We had laid a template. We've gone to this point, gone to this point. Now they are in prison, so we are coming to continue that template. And who will take you to those lawmakers of America? It is the lobbying firm and the attorney that we contracted for the cause of the independence of Biafra. Because you have that roadmap already in the hands of the attorney and the lobbyist. So when you look at the screen, you now see that that lobbyist that was unveiled to us from last year is that lobbyist that is doing what is happening today in the absence of our prime minister being imprisoned, in the absence of our supreme leader being imprisoned. That lobbyist that he brought and explained to Biafran people, that lobbyist that they will be the eye of Biafra in Washington, D.C. They will be the voice of Biafra in Washington, D.C. They will be the ear of Biafra in Washington, D.C. They promise they will take Biafra into every community and every rooms and houses and offices of the lawmakers in America. They said they will make sure the Congress discuss Biafra. They will make sure the White House discuss Biafra. They will, at the State Department, listen to Biafra from their table. Have they delivered? Yes, they have delivered.
What our information minister is saying, I think you should know now that it is Biafran time. you should understand that it is Biafran time. He is just telling you that the lobbyists, the attorneys, they are making sure that everything about Biafra is present in Washington, D.C. So that is to tell you, just like I told you earlier, that this is Biafran time. Everything is happening at this time because it is our time to be out of that evil enclave called Nigeria. So I just want to remind you that it is Biafran time. So the earlier you come on board, the better for you.
They deliver in the presence of our Prime Minister and also in the absence of our Prime Minister. So do you have a score mark for them? Yes, because there is a score mark they have delivered. They deliver even in the absence of our Prime Minister. They have not derailed, even as many of you have joined hands to attack them, call them all manners of names. Kind of nonsense have you not done with the name of Dabiri? This is an example of it. Look at this one. Just look at this generational illiterate on the screen. Look at this generational illiterate on the screen. And then there is another one from what's the name? Another one from Orabu Fulani. Orabu Fulani that many of you had thought she's. You don't know that there is nothing like in our brain cells, that everything is the medical problem that is happening in our psychiatry. So after you see this one, you now see this one. This is the second one, Orabu Fulani, displaying our idiosyncrasy, this madness from the hospital of the psychiatric people. You see, these are the kind of people some of you presume will come and lead you. So, even as many of you has based the name of the lobbies and attorney, did they back down? Did they listen to your prejudice? No. Did they in delivering their messages and their results? Yes. They have on top of the game. So, for that man that was talking about him being divided, tell him to go back to his room and ask his mother whether him and his mother are divided. You know, the USB charger currency is you, Chukwuma, let their USB charger currency be out, please, so that they can use it hospital in Georgia. Yes, you know, their survival whistle was out and they were blowing it. They used the survival whistle to kill many Boko Haram terrorists. So, and also their Delta airline that is coming to take all of them, Nigeria, not to Biafra. The Delta was to pick all of them to Nigeria from, I think, 3 months ago. We've not seen Alpha. So, what has BRGIE done differently? What has BRGIE done differently? What BRGIE has done is to give you results with facts and figures. Yesterday, I made it that Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, had two prime enemies. These two prime Nigerian government and IPOB Nigeria, and they joined their hands together to do what? To imprison him. The IPOB Nigeria, they wrote letter starting from Kanu Ntakanu, the brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, plus Emmanuel Kanu, plus the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Uchechi, plus all IPOB One Nigeria political party. They wrote petition to EU Commission. So this is how they put their hands together to write a letter to impeach our prime minister. They work together with one Nigeria, the politician east and in one Nigeria to make it happen. But now, in our own dispensation now, you see that Brgie under Okenkere are facing 5 prime enemies. Those 5 prime enemies are IPOB Nigeria, Nigerian government themselves and their politicians, then Honorable Fulani Group, EMA Accountability Group, then the international allies of Nigeria. How many numbers? These are 5. 5 prime enemies now fighting Brgie. That is why some of you have been given the work of attacking the finance, attacking our account, to the point that some of you went to bring our bank account line. It was all to give it to Nigerian terrorist government for them to go destroy the Biafran people and what we are doing. But you cannot succeed because we are more than conquerors and we are having results every day, moving valiantly. And we will continue to do exploit. I salute all Biafrans who have stood their ground to see that we have these results that are making the rounds today. Yes, there is cry in the camp of the enemies of Brgie, and we enjoy their cry, and we want them to continue to cry the more and to continue to advertise Brgie. Please advertise Mazi Elias in a very good manner. Advertise Kenkere in a very good manner. Advertise Dabiri in a very good manner. Advertise Brgie in a very good manner because they are doing a very good work. Now, I want all Biafrans to screenshot this. Carry your phone. Screenshot this thing that is on the screen. Carry your phone and screenshot this thing that is on the screen. Share it, post it everywhere. Screenshot this thing that is on the screen now. Share it everywhere and post it everywhere. Share it in your WhatsApp groups. Post it everywhere on TikTok, on Facebook, on Telegram, on Instagram, on your story, on your Twitter. Post this thing that is on the screen now everywhere. Just screenshot it. Screenshot it with your phone and post it everywhere. Let everyone know and ask a question. Are these their groups that claims that PM Simon Ekpa is validating them? Then if these are the groups that claims that PM Simon Ekpa is validating them, then that means there is something wrong here. Yes. And that thing that is wrong somewhere, they will still be the one to come and tell us what they did that made everything go wrong somewhere. Okay? Because our Prime Minister unveiled and introduced to Biafran people Moran Global Strategy as the only entity that Brgie has to carry us to Washington, D.C. and Attorney Dabiri. So when you sleep and wake up and you are seeing generational illiterate like this, resuming from the graves, then you need to find out what is wrong and how it got this bad. Okay? Please screenshot this thing that you see on the screen and share it everywhere. Thank you so much. So, what I have been doing now is result, 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 result. Mind you, because of the effectiveness of Brgie, Nigerian government decided to go and hire lobbyists in America so that they will start a campaign against Biafra government in exile, because they understand that there are other splinter groups who are also there for destruction and to destroy the migrant. Those ones, they have no problem with them. They have no problem with the EMA accountability group. They have no problem with Honorable Fulani because they know they are working for their interests. Anytime you see them come and launch attack on the media against BRGI and the moral strategist firm and our attorney Dabiri, it is a very good result for Nigerian government. And they know that they have one other ally working for their interests. So, Nigerian government understands that BRGI has become very brutal. So they have to launch a lobbying campaign against the Biafran independence, championed by BRGI. Okay, get it now. So, when you now sleep and wake up, you see that congressional testimony that was submitted to the US Congress, what it translated into was sanctions on Nigeria. Because of what? The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the killing of Christians. I did explain yesterday or the day before to you that when I say Christians, and when I just stay within that purpose of Christian, you should understand that Biafrans are predominantly Christians. So I am referring to Biafrans. I'm also referring to other Christians in Nigeria. But when you hear Christians, know that Biafrans are predominantly Christians. So I am talking about Biafrans. This testimony called on Nigeria to be sanctioned. It called on several tariffs to be placed against Nigeria. It called on the US government to invoke the Magnitsky Act, Accountability Act against Nigeria because of the human rights violations against Christians, against Biafrans, principally about the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the role Nigeria play in seeing that our prime minister is imprisoned. Yes, because that has caused so many distortion in the brains of me. Because some of you, like the Bible says, you are baby Christians. You know what is baby Christians? People that do not have their legs fixated in Christianity or the teachings of the Bible. So there are people that are baby Biafrans in their mind thinking or in their sense of reasoning or understanding. People that are not 100% fixated to Biafra. So you can easily buy any win. So that is why when there is anything happening, you are pushed away and you lose balance. You don't know the right thing to do. You'll be junketing. That is the time you see some of you coming to attack Sonny, attack Okengere. You come and attack PM Simon. After like 1 to 2 months, some of you come back and say, hey, I was just observing. I was observing. But you were attacking Sonny, you were attacking Okengere, you were attacking APM that time that you say you were observing. After you see that you are old, you now come back and say, oh, and now this is the right side to follow. Those are the baby brains, baby Christians, baby Biafrans in mindset and thinking and ideology. So we know we have many of you fickle-mindedness, people that cannot reason and have a decision and then stand on it because they don't know the equilibrium of Biafra. They don't know equilibrium of their mindset and what may likely if they stand to this side or if they stand to this side. But we are here to reset your brains. The congressional testimony was doing what? To sanction Nigeria. And those sanctions we called on, it has started from the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. So, today in this very segment, I'm going to read something from, is it a ICPR or ICRR? There is a publication that has been done by this media house. And in this media house, they will make you to understand and see the role and the effectiveness and the mandate, listen to know the mandate of BRGIA. This media publication has also made that Biafran people have many splinters groups who stand to also claim the name, I'm fighting for Biafra, I'm fighting for Biafra. But at the end of the day, this publication has been able to explain and identify that there is only one entity, only one legal entity that is saddled with the responsibility of getting Biafra independence and recognition. And that it is only that one that has garnered such results in Washington, D.C. With all the meetings that they've had with the U.S. congressmen and in the Capitol. This media have also cited the significance of Biafra congressional briefing in the U.S. that was carried 18th of September 2025, and made you to understand that there is no other splinter groups that claim to be fighting for Biafra that have been able to end this land result or event in history. So putting it to you that there is only one government of the Biafran people. That is Brgie. You know, I love the way this media took time to do research, to bring out many groups that are fighting for Biafra, that have claimed to be speaking for Biafra. This media house now tells you that from all these key monkey groups that you see here, that they are all distractions, that they not focus or aim at the total ending of Biafra. There is only one group or one government, only one government that is the actual and legal government of these Biafran people. So all the other ones are just small monkeys, small monkeys that just have to make noise everywhere because it is their right to be making noise. So they have to make noise. I would be bringing this screen for us to highlight something here.
That's right. Collude. Collude.
of some people. See what is embedded in this publication. Here is the publication that I'm talking about because many of you may have come across it. This publication, you will get to understand many things. So this is the reason why I want to read this publication. When you look at the screen, you see that the International Center for Investigative Reporting, they say, uncovered inside Biafra groups lobby contract amid U.S. genocide warning against Nigeria. But there is something significant about this report that I want everybody to. It is the peculiarity of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Yes, that's what you need to understand here. Because this report is opening your mind to see that if there is no Biafra Republic government in exile that have come out, all these splinter groups will continue to be dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu backward, and they will continue to be dragging Biafra backward for eternity without result. You will be shocked tonight. Let us go into this publication and read something. So, everybody should not be mad the faces Nigeria. Nigeria group people same people that went to the EU government to imprison. So I want you people to understand. Look at the photo. Look at the photo. Can the people you see in this photo, type all their names. I can see Uche Mefo. I can see Nena. So please name the rest of them in the session. Right? All the I want to show you what these people did. These people that you see their faces here, they are the people that came together after they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, and then they saw that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is
the new sheriff in town, and that he is very determined to make sure the flag of Biafra is not lowered to the ground. So what did they do? Because of the contract they gave them, they decided to work against independence. There are diverse ways you can work against Biafra independence. So these people, you see their faces here, they are the people that did this. Now look at the letter that is on the screen. This letter was written 22 of May 2023 by these people that you see here on this screen. Some of them, some that are missing in this photo are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. Another person that is missing in this photo is Emmanuel Kanu in Nigeria. Another person that is missing in this photo is Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Carol White. Carol White missing in this photo. Another person that is missing in this photo is Bruce Fenn, who was used to write the letter. Another person that is missing in this photo is Chinasa Nworu. So there are many, but I'm just calling the key players that played this role. Now, they call themselves Nigeria. They put this petition to the EU President of European Commission. When I told you people that Mazi Simon Ekpa had two prime enemies, IPOB Nigeria political wing, Nigerian politicians. These are the two prime enemies that they had. So the IPOB Nigeria political wing put their hands together and work with Nigerian government while they brought their evidences and wrote this petition to the EU Commission. They back up their evidence. After they submitted this, they used Bruce Fenn office to do the write-up. They submitted it. And then they later did a showy public display in Finland to encapsulate what they did. Many of you did not know that they have done so much like this. And we saw them moving from one office to another and say they are submitting petition, they are submitting for Biafra. This was the context of what they were submitting. They did not submit anything for Biafra. They were submitting this petition against Monekpa to be in prison. That is not a Biafran, that is not talking for Biafra. That the Republic government in exile is what? A fraud. Biafra Republic government in exile is a criminal entity. That anywhere they see Biafra Republic government in exile in abroad, that Biafra be kidnapped and should be deported back to Nigeria, and some of them should be imprisoned. This is what IPOB Nigeria, this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, this is what Kanu Ntakanu, this is what Chinasa Nworu, all of them that you see here, this is what they do. So when you see we are angry now that we are holding people accountable with lawsuits, and then Sir is saying, I want to stop this because I want to help this person, and we are angry. You need to understand that there is something wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. I don't know if he is enjoying the prison. I don't know if our Prime Minister is enjoying the prison. Seeing the people that came to prison enjoying themselves outside here, and then he will now be enjoying the prison and say, don't go after them, don't touch them. And these people are raising their heads to destroy many other things. No, we cannot fold our arms and wait and see them. No, they put him in prison. He may not understand the dangers and the repercussions of what we are facing here now. So we don't face of anybody now. Anybody that put like cashier, cut the person that leg commode. rip the leg off so that that leg will not cause you trouble. Yes. It stands like asunder on the way. Cut it off because we have to move on. These are the people that imprisoned him, our prime minister. So now, what is interesting here is that we have to read on. I've now explained to you these people, who they are. Now, the publications here goes down to say, different groups with ties to Biafra separatist movement have actively lobbied the United States to recognize and support its bid for secession from over the ICR over the years. So of and present all the splinter groups decided and to destroy the agreement was signed between the groups and the US based firms to carry out lobby have shown. It's coming amid President Nigeria as a country of particular concern in Nigeria. Trump's first term in office, department designated Nigeria as a. This was, however, reversed in November 2021 during Biden administration. The lobby contract that IPOB leader Martin